Coming back to New England, a place that you're from, what is it like? What are the emotions like when you think about returning?
Oh, it's great. And for me, it's been 4 years since I've raced at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So it's been far too long, if you ask me. And
Mhm.
I'm excited to get out in front of the home crowd. And I always have additional friends and family that come to the New Hampshire race, since
Mhm.
it's so much more convenient than a lot of the tracks we race at. So it's going to be good to be home. And as far as New England race fans, I always say I don't think we have the highest quantity of race fans as far as our region goes, but I think we might have the most passionate ones. At
Yeah.
NASCAR is known for being popular down south, southeast, of course. New England, we're much more about our stick and ball sports for the most part, but
Yeah.
the racing fans that we do have up north are so into it, so passionate, a lot of fun. So New Hampshire Motor Speedway always has a massive turnout of amped up race fans. So it'll be a fun weekend.
Yeah. What are your memories just growing up in New England around New Hampshire Motor Speedway? Do you have anything that comes to mind when you think back to your life growing up and falling in love with the sport?
Yeah, yeah. Some of the first NASCAR races that I ever went to watch as a kid in the stands were at New Hampshire.
Mhm.
The first time I ever got to go in the infield and sit on somebody's pit box for a cup race, it
Mhm.
was in New Hampshire. David Reagan, who I had gotten to be friends with when I was young, racing in the lower ranks, invited me out to sit on his pit box for a cup race when I was probably 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. And it was the coolest thing ever. So, New Hampshire has always been a place that I've looked at that was kind of my earliest view of NASCAR and of the Cup Series, and my lifelong dream of trying to get there. So to race there on NASCAR weekend has always been really cool, and I've raced there quite a bit actually. I've raced there three times in what's now the ARCA series. I've raced there a couple of times in trucks, couple times in Xfinity. So I feel like I know the place really well, and it has a really special place for me. But like I said, it's been a few years, so I'm definitely anxious to get back there and finally be home again.
And to get your first win in the series to be at your home track, what would that mean for you?
Oh, that would be huge. Not only would that be huge for our season and knowing that it would lock us into the playoffs,
Mhm.
but it'd be big for my career to get my first Xfinity win and to get our team's first Xfinity win. I'm with a newer, more underdog team that hasn't won yet in the series, but would definitely be massive if we did, and to do it at home, that'd be the coolest thing ever. So I hope that we're able to get the job done and take home that bronzed lobster, which has got to be one of the coolest, most unique trophies in our sport. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely going to be pushing hard to try to get that.
And you can appreciate it being from the area.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Lobster rolls are the best, and we just don't have good ones down south here. So, I yeah, for the food factor alone, I look forward to going home every time.
I was going to say, what are you most excited about? I imagine you're going to see some friends, see family, do some of those things that you love to do, like maybe eating a lobster roll.
Yeah, exactly. Probably going to go to my hometown of Westboro Thursday night before race weekend and see a bunch of people. But yeah, the fresh seafood in New England, you just can't beat that. We don't. It's not the same down here, and even the places that will call it New England clam chowder or New England lobster roll, it's not right. So yeah, I definitely look forward to get home and go to all the places that I grew up eating at, and visiting. So that'll be nice.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me and best of luck when you're up here.